ones, empaths, do you know what the discard is really about? I touched on this yesterday in my video, on the last posted video prior to this one, but I felt like I could go into more depth information about this subject. What the discard is really about, right, is they didn't discard you. It wasn't them that discarded you. It might seem that way. It might seem that they were in your life and they ran out on you, they ghosted you, they went to a new supply. It might seem like that. But what's actually happened in the spiritual realm is the universe and God have removed this person out of your life. The universe and God have discarded them out of your life. They've come along and said, no longer shall this disgusting, despicable creature be around one of my chosen ones, one of my empaths. No longer shall this be the case. So I'm going to deceive them. I'm going to offer them mirage. I'm going to make them think they're going to a better place. I'm going to make them leave them. Because God and the universe knows us so well that we would have tolerated this abuse and continued with this abuse cycle to old age. We would have gone through it. We wouldn't have left. We were stuck. We were trapped. We couldn't escape. We didn't even realize that we were trapped in some cases. We didn't even realize that we were stuck in some cases. And now God, the universe, even if you don't believe in God, believe in a higher self, believe in whatever you believe in, right? I'm trying to tell you that there's something in the spiritual realm that opened up doors for you, that literally discarded them out of your life. They were discarded. They were discarded out of your life. They were cast aside. They were thrown away. You're on a path. Imagine it. You're on a path. You're with them. They were picked up and thrown away. That's what's happened. They were picked up from the path that you two were on, and they were thrown out of your vicinity. And it appears in the way that they walked out on you, they left you, they ghosted you. You need to look beneath the veil and see what's really happening here. This is what's really happening. This person was no good for you. Do you know, it made God angry, right? How we were sent in, the whole meaning of this connection that you two shared, or that we shared with the narcissist, the whole reason for this connection was for us to elevate in wisdom about narcissists, for us to elevate in wisdom about these demonic entities and know that this evil exists in the world. And on their side of things, it was a chance for them to repent, change their ways, and they were offered a beacon of hope, which was us. They failed miserably. They failed miserably. They still treated us like trash. They still devalued us. They still smeared our name. They still done all of the toxic traits and the toxic things towards us and towards our name and towards our reputation. So they were picked up and taken and thrown away. Yeah, maybe in their own mind, they believe that they ran out on you. That's okay. Because if someone is deceived into believing that they ran out on you, they think they have the power. They think they have the power over you. But you hold the real power. When you see what's fundamentally happening and understand that they were picked up and taken out of your pathway, so you don't walk this path on earth with them no longer. This is what it was all about. This is what happened. They were discarded, not you. They're not meant to be in your life. This is what it's about. They weren't meant to be in your life. For the time that they were in your life, God allowed it. The universe allowed it. And it come to a time when too many things they done wrong. They were given too many chances by you. They were given too many chances by God. They were given too many chances by the universe. And they were snatched out of your pathway and cast aside, discarded like trash. And that's why where they are now. Where are they now? Where are they now, you say? They're with a downgrade. They're with a dusty new supply. They've gone back and leveled to their new supply. They've gone back and leveled. The narcissist always downgrades. I made a video about that the other day if you want to check that out. The narcissist always downgrades. They were never at our level. So they've been cast aside now. So they didn't discard you. God discarded them out of your life. And we, as empaths and chosen ones, have the chance to have our say-so as well. And our chance to have our say-so is when we have the final discard, right? We have the final discard because we reject their hoovers. We don't let them back in. We don't let them come creep back through the door. We door slam, bolt, and weld it shut. We have the final discard. We make it known. So if they haven't reached out of a hoover yet, give it time. Let the time settle. Let them get the realization that they've messed up and they've gone with a new supply that doesn't equate to you. Let all that kick into their minds. They'll be back. And when they try to circulate back, you cut them out of your life. You door slam, bolt, and weld it shut. Moving forward, you cut them out of your mind like a lobotomy. You cut them out of your mind. You cut them out of your heart. You cut them out of your spirit. And you focus solely on your journey, on your path alone. Right? They're no good for you. Right? You've been saved. You've literally been spared. You've literally been saved. You don't understand how close God is. Right? He saved you. The universe has saved you. Right? It saved you from a lifetime of misery with this toxic individual. That's where we was going. Had God or the universe not intervened and given them a delusion, painted them a mirage, made them think they were going to greener pastures, this was a delusion they were in. They saw someone else and they were in a delusion. They were delusional. Delusions come from Satan, but God operates and controls all things. So they were led into this delusion, right? Believing, yeah, I'm going to cut you off. I'm going to run out on you. I'm going to cheat on you. I'm going to go to someone new. This is going to be better for me. This is better for my life. They were in a delusion. They didn't see. That's why when you was begging for them back or you was trying to work it out, they couldn't see. They couldn't see beyond this delusion. They were stuck in a delusion. Their brain was frozen. They were in a delusion. And they believed they were heading to a better place. But they weren't heading to a better place. They were heading to a worse place. And it will all kick in through the path of time, right? It will all kick in and they will get their realizations. They'll start re-idolizing you. They'll try and repair the bridge and try and reach back across to you. They'll reach out with hoovers. All of this is going to come and happen. This is all going to happen. Just give it time. This is all going to happen. But I want you to understand that they were snatched out of your life and discarded. They were discarded by the Most High. The universe discarded them. They were discarded. This is what it was about. You were not discarded. You were kept in a place of safety. You needed to be alone. God knew that you need to go on this healing journey now. You need to heal yourself. You need to fill yourself with self-love. You know, we can be in a bad way after a narcissistic relationship. But if you understand what the fundamentals are really about, and you understand this is all the will of God, then you understand that this has happened for your best interests. This hasn't happened for their best interests. This separation has happened for your best interests. It's not for their best interests. Doesn't matter who they're with now. You might be alone. They may be with someone. They've actually effed up. They've actually made the mistake. They've actually gone to a dusty new supply. They know that supply don't equate to you. Trust me, it kicks in. Realization will kick in very quickly. They'll know sooner rather than later. that they've messed up and they've made a bad choice. And that's why we experience the Hoovers. That's why we experience them trying to reach back out. Okay? So just understand what's happened here. Understand what's happened. They were discarded. They didn't discard you. God discarded, cut them out of your life. This is what this was all about. Okay? They didn't discard you. God discarded them and cut them out of your life. They needed to be cut out. You were saved. Count your blessings. You were saved. You were saved, people. You were saved from a lifetime of torment and abuse. I know that some of you have been with them for decades. I know some of you have been them for so many years. I know some of you, maybe even a few months, can feel too much to bear. But what I'm trying to say is you were saved. Right? You were saved. We weren't leaving. We needed to leave. God and the universe was waiting for us to see the abuse and leave. But as empaths, we didn't leave. We were tricked. We believed their false narrative. We were manipulated. We needed divine intervention to kick in. We needed this intervention from the universe, from God. We needed this to take place. We needed this separation to happen for us to become our best versions of ourselves. These people were like a blockade. They were blocking us from our potential. They were blocking us from what we're destined to do on earth. Right? You've got an assignment on your name. You've had an assignment on your name from since you were born. You're here for a higher purpose and a higher calling. There's something you're going to bring to this world. And it's not just meeting someone, settling down, mundane life. No. You've got more purpose than that. Right? There's nothing wrong with settling down, having a family. But you're going to achieve things maybe at the same time when you meet someone new. Maybe at the same time it might happen. But I believe that it happens like after the narcissistic relationship. You'll go on your healing journey and then like opportunities will start to present themselves where you realize your calling and you realize your purpose. And then you've got stuff going on in your own life. So therefore, when you meet someone new, might be a narcissist, might not be, you meet someone new, you're so preoccupied with what's going on in your own life. You've got so much, you're so busy with doing what you're doing, right? With your meaning and your purpose. You're so busy with that. They can't, they can't infiltrate and break you apart the same way the old narcissist broke you apart, right? But what I want to say to you is, if you're going down your path, opportunities present themselves, you're seeing your meaning, you're seeing your purpose, and then you see a red flag in someone that you meet, cut them off immediately. Don't give it a second thought. Get out quietly, leave, cut them off. Cut them off quiet, cut them off. See any red flags in anybody from now to the future, see any red flags in anybody, they're no good. You've got the discernment now. This was what this was about. This is why you were brought together. The meeting of you two. You know why it feels like, the reason why you feel like this person was your soulmate and this person was like, this was divinely orchestrated. The reason it was divinely orchestrated, the meeting of you two was divinely orchestrated. In the spiritual realm, it was divinely orchestrated. God was bringing you close to this person for you to learn a lesson, right? Because it's all training in this world. You were training. God was bringing you, allowing you to be close to this person for a lesson. So don't hate God. Don't hate the universe. Like, you was being brought for a lesson that you needed to learn for the well-being of you and your your future family, or your family now, or your kids. You needed to learn this lesson. The devil was sending them in your direction to break you down, to tear you apart. But God and the universe was bearing witness to this and understood that God is merciful, the universe is merciful, was allowing them the opportunity to see the beauty within you, to see the love within you, and for them to change their ways. But they failed miserably. They didn't change their ways. They treated you just like they've done before to previous supplies. They manipulated you. They deceived you. They lied to you. They cheated on you. They carried on in their same fashion. So eventually, you know, one too many straws on the camel's back, if that's the saying, and it broke. It snapped, right? And the divine intervention took place from God, from the universe, to discard them out of your life, literally chuck them away from your path. So they're no longer intermingled with your life. This is why when it first happens and we're trying to reach out to them, or we're trying to reconcile, we're trying to speak to them, it falls on deaf ears. They're so deluded. They're in a major delusion. You can't speak to them. They're brainwashed. They're literally being led astray. That's why, like, you can fight it as much as you want, trying to get this person back with you. They don't listen because they've literally been instructed in the spiritual realm to leave you alone. There's been a parting or a fold in the road, and they've been told to go down another track. You know, you're on a train track. You're going one way on the train track. There's a slight bend. They've been told and made and willed to go down another route on the train track, away from you, away from your life. This is why this happened. It is the biggest blessing that ever happened. I made a video yesterday about the narcissistic discard is the biggest blessing in disguise. If you want to watch that video for more information on that, you can do. But I'll touch on it a little bit here. You know, it is a big blessing. You've learned a lot of lessons. You've now got the opportunity to go on your path and for you to find your meaning, find your purpose. This is what it's all about, you know? And so don't be down. Don't be down thinking, this person ran out on me, man. This person ghosted me, man. This person gave me silent treatment, man. Like, oh, man, this person smeared my name. This person done this. This person done that. Don't be down about it. Be grateful. Be like, you know what? I see the hidden detail. I see the beauty in the detail. And this person has been instructed and cast aside and led away from your life. They've been discarded by God out of your life. The universe has discarded them out of your life. This is what's happened. And when I said to you, they may not realize, they're going to realize that they won't realize that God's done this. They might not realize God's done this, but they're going to realize they've been deceived by their own minds because they saw something prettier, shinier, not prettier in the sense of beauty with our attributes and our features, but they saw a situation that seemed more appealing elsewhere, right? That's what I mean by prettier. They saw a more appealing situation elsewhere, and they've got over to that situation, and they only can think about you. All they have is constant reminders of you. They'll be driven insane now. If you door slam, bolt, and weld it shut, you don't let them back in. You don't meet up with them for a